problems on today's readiness self-assessment. I'm not going to include problems that would come from your checkpoint quiz number 1 and checkpoint quiz 2. You'll have to review those on your own. Here's the first problem. So you're going to be asked a problem like this to solve it and then to graph the solution set on a number line. So I'm going to start by combining like terms inside. Distribute the negative, combine, and now bring down the negative 2. Then I'm going to distribute the negative 2 and distribute the positive 2. And now I'm going to move the variables to the left. And the constants to the right. And my last step here is I'm going to solve for x by isolating the x and dividing by -8. Okay, so I've gone across the inequality symbol and I've divided. Dividing or multiplying by a negative means we're going to flip our symbol. 0 divided by any number is 0. And as long as the variable is on the left, think of this as an arrow. So I'm going to have an open circle at 0, which means we don't consider 0 part of the solution set. And I'm going to shade to the left. Alright, next one. Similar directions, we're going to solve for the variable and then graph the solution set on a number line. So to get rid of this 5, I'm going to multiply both the left and the right by 5. I'm going to move the variables to the left. And then now to isolate the x, I'm going to divide by -18. Dividing by a negative means I'm going to flip the symbol. Create a number line. In the middle is -7/18. It will be a closed circle at that point. We are going to include that point as part of the solution set. As long as the variable's on the left, this acts as an arrow telling us to shade to the right. Alright, so for the next one, I'll say the problem a few times, but I'm not going to take time to write it out. Jerry, Mike, and Zach are on the basketball team. Jerry, Mike, and Zach are on the basketball team. Together on last night's game, they scored 69 points combined. Mike scored 5 more than twice the number of points as Zach. Mike scored 5 more than twice the number of points as Zach. Mike scored 5 more than. So more is we're going to add because we see the word than, this number goes in back. Mike scored 5 more than twice the number of points as Zach. Twice Zach. Mike scored 5 more than twice the number of points as Zach. Jerry scored 2 less than twice the number of points as Mike. Jerry scored 2 less than twice the number of points as Mike. Jerry scored 2 less than. Less to subtract because they see the word than, it has to go in back. Jerry scored 2 less than twice the number of points as Mike. I know that Jerry plus Mike plus Zach equals a combined total of 69. And the question for us is, how many points did Jerry score? How many points did Jerry score? That's our question. Okay, so let's replace. We know Jerry is equal to 2m minus 2. And we know Mike is 2z plus 5. And z is our last one. Nothing I've done is wrong, but I can't solve this right now when I have 2 different variables, 2 different unknowns. So I have an M and two Z's, which means I want to turn them into Z's. So I want to make this into a Z. So what I do is I go, hey, I know what Mike is. Mike is 2Z plus 5. So in this place, it's going to be 2 times the quantity, 2Z plus 5 minus 2. Because this was Jerry. 2M minus 2, 2M minus 2. I'm going to distribute and solve for Z. 4 and 2 is 6, 6 and 1 is 7. 10 minus 2 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13. Take 13 away from 69. 56 is equal to 7Z. Divide by 7Z, or divide by 7, excuse me, and Z equals 8. Now if that's your final answer, it's wrong because we haven't gone back up to the problem to go, okay, we want to know how many points does Jerry score? Zach scored 8. Zach scored 8, so this is 8. How much did Jerry score? And there's a couple ways to do that. I'm going to come right over to this part. This represents Jerry. This is Jerry. So I'm going to take the 8 that I know that Zach scored. 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5 is 21. 2 times 21. 2 times 21 is 42. And 42 subtract 2 is 40. Jerry scored 40 points. The remaining 2 problems on tomorrow's checkpoint quiz will come from checkpoints 1 and checkpoint 2. Make sure to review those problems.